I'm literally live right now, and there's 108 people, guys. Please. Uh, check. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Asia live stream. Let me know if you guys can hear me all right. It should be connected to my headphones. Let me know how the audio sounds and if there's anything that I need to change. But welcome to another Asia live stream. My name is Marky. I go live every single day during Asia session. It's either going to be at 5 p.m. or it's going to be at 7 p.m. Those are the two times that I typically go live, and it just kind of depends on whether I'm free at 5 p.m. or whether I want to trade the new 4-hour candle. So obviously at 7 o'clock here, 7:02 p.m., we get a new 4-hour candle, and that's what I trade every single day pretty much, is whenever we get this new 4-hour candle, I think about where price wants to go. Like obviously today we have some beautiful equal lows. We have this gap below that we missed 2 times. So that's obviously going to be a draw on liquidity. But then I went and checked out the dollar, and I've been seeing that the dollar is massively pulling back down. We had a bullish open, but then we just started ripping back down, and we're pulling back down into this monthly gap. Now, I was obviously very, very bearish on the dollar, so I'm just keeping an eye out on this. If it continues down and runs into this gap, it's probably just going to continue going down, and gold is just going to continue running up. So I'm looking for buy side for now on gold. And even though guys, we've been consolidating here, you can see that we're kind of moving sideways. Starting now in the Asia session, I'm going to look for those longs. So let me check if audio is working. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. If you guys want to chat, by the way, use the general chat. All good, Brody. Awesome. What instruments are you looking at today? I mainly trade gold. So let me pull up DX Trade as well. My legacy account, which is sitting at 3,300 right now, I believe. 3,780. Okay, so we're doing much better than I thought. I think I need 6K for this eval to be passed, so I'm going to be looking for some longs here on gold. If you guys are trading futures with me, you're going to be using the MGC charts or GC if you want to trade a little more risky. For those of you guys that don't know, 1 mini is equal to 10 micros. So I'm trading the MGC, which equals the micros chart. So every number that you'll see me place right here is going to be micros. That's how much risk I'm using. So I'm obviously looking for longs. As good as these equal lows look, guys, it's the dollar. The dollar's pulling down. It's melting like very drastically. And so I'm not going to look for it to go back up higher. If some news event this week, like we obviously have some red folder news events later in the week, we have Trump speaking on Wednesday, early morning, and then we have Thursday, CPI, and we have Friday, also has some news event at 6:45. So we have news events pretty much the rest of the week. We don't have anything tomorrow morning. And for those of you guys that also don't know, if this is your first time trading Asia session, technically we're already inside of a new daily candle. So technically we're not inside of Monday's range anymore. We're actually inside of Tuesday's daily candle. If you go out to the daily chart, it's going to make a lot more sense. So here's Monday's range from the open of the week. We're already inside of Tuesday's daily candle. And the reason why is because starting from Asia session, we always get a new day. We get a new day open. So we're already catching the expansion. And you can see, like, if you take a look at it, we already got wicks on both sides. So the manipulation phase is pretty much over, and now we're just looking for the expansion. We're trying to catch the real move. Because typically if there are no wicks on the daily candle, like for example, one below, then it will go down and make that. So you can see we opened up today and we ran straight down, created this wick below the open, and now we're running up. So I'm expecting buy side. I'm expecting this to continue going up. And then I'm going to be looking for a lower time frame bullish entry, just based off of the idea that the dollar is going to continue ripping down. You can't use the dollar one for one with gold, but it's a very good confluence. We can also take a look at the Japanese yen. 4-hour time frame looks pretty bearish. So if we get a new 4-hour candle here, I'm sure it's going to melt out of this bearish gap. So looks like it's bearish to me as well. So if both the Japanese yen and the dollar are melting, because it's obviously Asia session, then gold's probably going to continue ripping up as it has been. Now at the end of the week, I'm probably going to be looking for like sell side, like towards the end of the week. But for now, it's early into the week. Let's catch some more longs. Let's catch some more bullish expansion. Here we have some more like pretty relative equal lows. It might take this out before going higher. Let's take a look at it, guys. We just now scaled to a lower time frame. That's what I'm looking for. What's the feature of the huge candle on the side of the chart? Pretty sick. It shows the daily candle on the lower time frame. So you guys can see I'm on the 15-minute time frame right now. This will constantly show me the daily candle. So if I scale out to the daily, you can see this is exactly how the daily candle looks. Now let me split up my chart. On the left-hand side, we're going to stick to the higher time frame, see if there's anything like on the 1 hour time frame. Here we have a little 1 hour IFEG. But I think that price will disrespect this one. I'm not going to pay too close attention to that one. Let me scale down even lower. Like the problem is when price is consolidating, moving sideways, there's wicks on both sides and there's no gaps that form. And if you guys are new here, I trade with fair value gaps. That's my main trading strategy. I trade with fair value gaps. And I do have an indicator here just so you guys can recognize it a little easier. Over time, you will be able to see them yourself. Like I'm very good at recognizing fair value gaps, and there isn't a lot of them. You just have to understand how to use the different time frames with fair value gaps. Like here we have the 15-minute chart, and now I'm going to scale down to the lower time frame on gold. We're going to keep the 15-minute open on the left-hand side, and we're going to look for lower time frame confirmation up here. All right, guys, we just got a nice little liquidity sweep. We're still inside of the macro. If I see a nice reversal just from these lows right here, lower time frame, I'm going to be looking for longs. Why not, guys? And then slightly lower, we do have this 15-minute gap. Like I said, if it takes out all of those lows, that's another beautiful confluence for us. Like we got liquidity, and then we can start taking longs. But I'm going to be patient for now. Have you ever traded with Mamba, by the way? I've joined a few of his live trading calls. Never traded with him, but I'm here trading live Asia session with you guys. How are you guys all doing today? Let me know what you guys ate in the chat. I mean, back in the day? No, I've never traded with him. We actually trade a lot differently. He trades early morning New York session. I primarily trade Asia session. So I ain't traded this week. Yeah, a week just opened. That's a good on you for some patience. What are you trading right now? We're trading XAU USD. We're trading gold. 36-hour fast. Should it in a few hours? Oh, you're starting it in a few hours? Is that because of your tradition? Or is that just something that you wanted to do on your own? What's gold called on Legacy? It's called GC or MGC. GC for minis, MGC for micros. All right, we tapped into the 15-minute. So right here, we swept out those lows. I honestly like this. I'm going to look for longs right here, guys. It's going to be a pretty fast-paced trade. Placing my stops right below the low here, entering with 9 micros. So slightly under a mini, and I'm looking for longs outside of this 15-minute gap. We pretty much just tapped just barely into that 15-minute gap, and we also took out these equal lows on the lower time frame. So this looks pretty good for me. I want to see this reversal. I want to see it run up. I might even make a little bit more room because of these no wicks below. It might want to. Oh, it actually has wicks. All right, this looks good. All right, I'm expecting longs from here. This is how my position is looking. Pretty much just entered with stops below this low. Very tight trade right here, and I'm expecting longs outside of this area. Let's see if we get that. Come on, stay above this low. We got some beautiful highs above. Like if it takes those highs out, that's going to be nice for us. Just to go break even once we take out all those highs above. This is a very low risk trade, by the way. Like I said, stops are just right under the low. Looks like it's finally ripping in the right direction. I'm going to keep an eye out on the dollar and the yen over here on the other chart. Boom. Yeah, it looks like the dollar is melting pretty hard. It's almost back inside of that monthly gap. There you go. Nice reaction off of this 15-minute gap. There you go. Let's go. Beautiful. Floating about 70 bucks. I want to see this rip a little bit higher, get closer to these highs before I go break even. Because we're still just around the entry. Your stop is like 15 points. Yeah, this is just the first trade of the stream because I'm looking for a little quick rejection off of this level, seeing if we can push up higher. So I'm going in with a very tight risk. There's no need to risk anymore when this is a very precise equal lows trade. Like it's literally a reversal right at the lows. This is what it's called, a turtle soup reversal. So let's see if we do take out all these highs right here. Equal lows to equal highs. That would be beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, we're floating about 100. Like I said, once we sweep out these highs, I'm going break even. All right, chat. It's looking really good. We're getting a new fair value gap finally. We haven't gotten one of those in a little minute inside of this little range, so this is looking really nice. Just a little bit higher, come on. All right, chat, I'm gonna go break even right there. 170 floating, and we're about to take out those highs. And once we take out these highs, I'm also gonna take off 4 micros off of this position. Okay, we're about to sweep out these highs, floating about $250 profit with 9 micros. That's really good. Very low risk trade right there. Okay, I think we have potential for one more push higher here. We did just barely take out the high there, so I'm break even now. But I'm looking for one more push. You can see here that this fair value gap indicator, you can see that there you go. That's what I was looking for. All right, taking those partials right there. 4 micros have been closed from this position, and let me adjust my stop right there. So I have 5 micros remaining. I'm going to adjust this stop down to 5 micros. 5, boom. Replace order. There you go. Now we're break even completely, and we're just waiting to see how much further this trade can actually go. But it did pull back really beautifully off of this immediate rebalance. That's all I was looking for. We unfortunately only took a little bit of partials, so if it does hit break even here, we won't get a full TP. But let's see. That was a really beautiful trade off of that 15-minute gap, off of these equal lows. And we're still sitting with 5 micros at break even. Let's see how much further we can go. Quick little scalp. W's in the chat. What a boss. Wish I knew about futures years ago. Yeah, no spreads is insane, dude. You can't do this on like a regular Forex prop firm because of the spreads. Like you're entering and then your trade's only going to go break even by the time we hit the TP already. You know what I mean? Futures has no spreads, and that's why I love trading futures. If you guys want to copy an account, I can send you guys a link. This is a funded account. I actually blew my funded with Legacy after getting the last payout, but I'm about to get funded. This is a funded eval, so I need about 2 more thousand to pass this account. And I've only been trading this account on stream, and then I have another eval as well. So we doing good. We doing good so far. I secured a little 2.6K payout. Let me send it in the chat. And I literally traded yesterday during the bank holiday and just got cooked. Bro, this is cool and calm volume for Asia session. That's what I'm saying. It runs in the right direction, right? It's easier to read, and there's no like insane volatility like New York session. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro, and you can trade DAX, FRA 40, London breakouts too. FRA 40? I'm honestly not sure what that is. I usually trade Euro USD during London session. Forget about it on normal props. Let's go. All right, guys. I secured about 120 and I have 200 more floating. I'm going to close the positions here. That's a winning day in my books. Secured about $325 on the day. That was very simple, very precise. Isn't that insane, guys? What you can do. Like, all I had here was a 15-minute gap. And the reason why I used a 15-minute gap instead of a 30-minute gap was very simple. And I could tell you the answer right now. Because when you go to the 30-minute time frame, there is no gaps. So all I did was I scaled down to the highest time frame with a gap. There's a gap right above, there's a gap right below. I just scaled to the highest time frame with a gap. We looked for a little tap into this 15-minute gap. Then I saw on the lower time frame, 1 minute time frame right here, we got an equal low swept out right there. And that was beautiful. That's all we needed right there. If you guys are holding, by all means. I'm just done because that's what I go for every single day. We've been going for around $250 to $400. That's all I go for as a winning day. I use the same psychology that I do on my funded accounts because all you need is a winning day. Who else can play that 15-point stop? That's what I'm talking about, Sam. W's for real. Let's go, brother. Hey, Henry, you cooked that up. That was beautiful. W in and out, literally. We might be able to go get some in and out now. Clean setup and low, low risk. That's what I'm talking about. Surprised, no one here. I think I'm early on this. Bro, Legacy's growing. You guys are seeing how much people are tuning into every single stream. Why I always show up for you? Hey, I appreciate that. We've been killing it, Sam. Tell the people. We've been killing it on a daily basis. I think I need an account yet. Use code Mark. Use code Mark. Let's get an account. I hate holidays. I know, but we're already inside of Tuesday's daily candle. But it is very unfortunate, like how price is right now. We have like a really bad consolidation because of Monday's range. But now we're inside of a new 4-hour candle. Like I said, this is why I love trading during this time, because we get a new 4-hour candle. We get to catch the manipulation. Like as soon as it ran down, it created a wick on the 4-hour candle. We caught that from the bottom and we rode this thing up. So very beautiful, very easy trade. If you guys want the recording, I am recording this session. If you guys want to go back and watch like kind of my thought process for going into this trade, just comment live right now in the general chat and I'll send you the link. Let me pull this up. Full send traders. Nice. And we just tapped into the 15-minute gap above there. Live, sending it over. Boom. You might have to add me, but I did send it to you, Jose. Some people's Discord settings. How many accounts can you connect? You can use TradeSyncer to connect up to 450K in capital. So however much accounts you can get with that. But we are working on implementing a new platform, which is a little secret for you guys. So hopefully Luca's not in here. But we're working on a copy trading platform for you guys. I'm going to love it. You guys are going to love it. I'm up 2.3K, holding till 3.3K to pass my account. I need it to hit 4679. Let's go, Daniel. Good stuff. That's my little brother, by the way. He's cooking. One thing with my brother is that he just over risks so much, guys. I always tell him, like, you're going in with way too much risk. I'm sending it to all of you guys, by the way, right now. While I'm watching this trade continue running in our direction. Carry, sending it over. Boom. How many of you guys are trading on funded and how many of you guys are trading on a live account? Since everybody is dropping live in the chat, you're going to have to, oh, I accidentally sent it to you twice. You guys are going to have to specify. Funded, I trust you. Let's go, Sam. Naveen, did I send it to you yet? Sent it over just now. Moise. Thomas. Got you guys. How many of you guys even understand what a fair value gap is? How many of you guys understood why I went into this trade? Okay, it's making me do a human verification test now. There you go. Too much DMs, I guess. Funded, my own money. Trading your own money is a different level, but after like a few years in, I realized there was nothing better. But you guys know when you get funded and you can pour some of that money like from your funded account, that's like treat your funded account like your source of income every month. Because it's way easier to get payouts on that funded account when you're starting off than it is on a live account. Please explain for value gaps. Let me explain it for you guys. Somebody's asking to explain for value gaps. So if you notice, like 15-minute time frame, like I said, there was no other gaps on the higher time frame. It's pretty much the gap that exists between 3 candles as long as the wicks don't overlap. So let me mark it out for you, plain and simple. Boom. Let's imagine this is the first candle. Here's the second candle. Here's the third candle. Right? Doesn't matter what color they are. As long as the middle candle has enough like room, it's big enough, then it's gonna create like pretty much an inefficiency. And what you have to look at is if the third candle, the one on the top, if the wick does not overlap with the previous candle wick. So look right here. You can see this is the wick on the first candle. If the wicks overlap, there is no fair value gap. But even if there's a tiny gap between the wicks, just like that, there exists a fair value gap. Boom. Just like that. That's what a fair value gap is. And it gets bigger the gap is between the wicks. Pretty much that's what I mark out. If you guys are still struggling to like see it, you can start off by using this FVG Nephew Sam indicator, and it'll mark them out for you. And then after you have experience, like actually being able to mark it out, you'll understand it a lot more. And then I also have YouTube videos on another one of my channels. This is the YouTube channel that I go live on, and Chris makes videos on this one. By the way, Chris is the one that goes live every single day during New York session. He kills it as well. He trades for Valley Gaps. And then Trades by Marky is the channel where I upload like my strategies, pretty much. All my strategy videos. It's free. Go give it a watch. I have a video on for Valley Gaps. Should be one of my first videos here, right there. The ultimate guide to for Valley Gaps. So you guys can go watch that video. It's a pretty good explanation of for Valley Gaps, and it should be everything you guys would need to know. You think it's gonna keep running? Bro, that's why you always have to leave some partials open just to keep running. On futures, I typically like closing the entire position, but on a live account, I love holding that thing all the way. Funded, thinking about swinging a live account. Henry, you cooked on that live account you started, so good stuff. I've been trading always funded. I had no idea about prop firms until Mamba. Yes, sir, he put you on. You trading with Clarity and Legacy now, or what? Or you're also trading about with your live money? I saw you say that a little early. You gonna trade again, or should I hop off? 3 a.m. here in the UK, but go get some sleep, brother. I'm probably not gonna trade because it looks like it's just gonna keep expanding towards buy side, so I'm not looking for another entry up in the premium. What's that indicator called? It's FVGs by Nephew Sam. Will it come down? Like I said, where did I start, guys? Does anybody remember where I started? Right here, JPY basket, analyzing the Japanese yen because we're trading Asia session, so you have to pay attention. Did I not say it was going to come back down? I had like a big wick. Next one's going to keep going down too. That's bearish. Monthly time frame on the dollar, it's bearish. We're literally pulling back down into this monthly gap. It's going to keep going down. So gold is going to keep flying up, guys. That's how I find my narrative. And then I just go into the charts and I look for confirmation. How and where did you learn your strategy? I self-taught my strategy after learning ICT concepts from ICT. So I learned all the concepts, and then I took the concepts, put it into the time that I trade, because obviously ICT does not trade Asia session. And he doesn't trade gold. He trades NQ. I took these concepts, I went in, I looked at patterns that repeated themselves, and pretty much like you use the same concepts in any time, and they do the same stuff, guys. Like liquidity sweep with a 15-minute for value gap. Like today was a little bit of a different like situation. It was a little bit of a different environment. If anybody didn't get a DM from me, by the way, and you guys wanted the recording of today's stream, comment live again and I'll send it to you. Shouldn't we consider short? No, we shouldn't consider a short because, like I said, dollar and the yen are looking pretty bearish. So I'm actually considering more longs. Even if it does pull back, I'm just going to look for more longs. So here we have a 15-minute gap. A good opportunity to go long would be after it closes above this gap. So if it pulls back above this gap and then closes, that would be another good opportunity to go long. For now, it might keep consolidating. It might rip through, but I'm just going to wait for that close. So maybe there's going to be another trade in 5 minutes. He's right. Don't short, especially gold. Like, think about how gold's been moving for the last, like, I don't know, 6 months. We've been on the biggest bullish run of the century, guys. Look at these 2 months. 2 3-month candles. All of them. Like, there's no pair that runs like gold. Even NQ can't compare to gold. It ran up like 60% in 2025. So I'm looking for more longs. I'm waiting for it to close above this area. Beautiful trade. Let me do a little recap. Drop some W's in the chat. I'm going to do a little recap for Instagram. Whew. All right, guys. We are tuning in for another Asia session trade. And if you see right there, we caught a banger. And take a look at that red little box below. That was our stop loss. One of the most tight and precise trades that I've placed so far. It's been a very beautiful trade. It tapped into a 15-minute gap, swept out equal lows. So I entered, and I ended up securing just about $325 on the day, which puts me at $4,000 on this legacy funded futures account. Let's go. And we got over 100 members today tuning in. Like I said, the community is constantly growing. We got W's. We got tons of people that took this trade with me live. Let's go, guys. All right, let me send out the recording for the people that didn't get it. So give me 1 second. I can